Hello and welcome to my next video on linear programming problem. In this video, we are going to discuss a linear programming problem by graphical method where the constraints are 4 in number and 2 of the constraints are with less than or equal to inequality and remaining 2 are with greater than or equal to inequality. Now, we are going to solve this problem by graphical method. How this can be solved? Let us go to the video.
This is the problem. Solve the following LPP by graphical method. The object function is maximize z equal to 3x1 plus 4x2. It is subject to a set of constraints. So, we have got 4 constraints. And if you look at the constraint, out of 4 constraints, 2 are with less than or equal to inequality and remaining 2 are with greater than or equal to inequality. So, the first 2 are with less than or equal to inequality and you can see like this one. And the remaining 2 are with greater than or equal to inequality. So, this one. Now, we are going to try this LPP with the 4 constraints by graphical method. By graphical method, as we discussed in the previous video, now the constraint has to be equated straight away. Okay, so let us take the constraint one by one. So, let me take the first constraint. It is 5x1 plus 4x2. Equate straight away with 200. Now we are going to let x1 as 0. So this term will vanish. This will give me x2 is equal to 200 by 4. It amounts to 50. Then we are going to let x2 as 0. So this will give x1 as, this will vanish and 200 by 5 it amounts to 40. So from the first constraint we got x1 0 for x2 50, x2 0 for x1 as 40. Next we need to go to the second constraint. Constraint number 2. So here also we will be equating that with LHS and RHS like 3x1 plus 5x2 equals 150. Now first we are going to let x1 as 0. This will give x2 as 150 by 5 amounts to 30. Then the same constraint we are going to make x2 as 0. This will give x1 as 50. Right. Constraint number 3. So this one 5x1 plus 4x2. So 5x1 plus 4x2 equals 100. x1 as 0. This will give x2 as 100 by 4 amounts to 25. Then we are going to let x2 as 0. This will give x1 as, this will vanish as 20. The last and the fourth constraint. So we are going to equate straight away with LHS RHS. 8x1 plus 4x2 equals 80. Same way, if x1 is 0, I will get x2 as 20. If x2 is taken as 0, I will get x1 as 10. Okay. So, from these constraints, so we got these values. So we need to remember these values. This will be useful when we plot graph with x1 and x2 as variable, and we will be finding the optimal solution from the graph. So we need to remember this. So this is from the first constraint. This is from the first constraint, this from the second one, this from the third constraint, this from the fourth constraint. Now, x1, x2 plot such a way that we need to have a range for x1 as well as for x2. Okay. So, we need to have a range for x1, x2 to plot a graph. Now, if you look at x1, minimum is 0, 40 here and 50, yes. So, x1 ranges from 0 to 50. Next, x2, 0 here, x2 is 50, 25 here, 20 here, 30 here. So, again, like x1, x2 also ranges from 0 to 50. Therefore, we need to plot x1, x2 such a way that so we can accommodate this range 0 to 50 for x1 and again 0 to 50 for x2. So, let us go to the plot. So, already I have made this, and you have x1, x2 plot, you have x1, x2 plot, and where you can see in x1 we have up to 75 so that we can accommodate the maximum of 50. Similarly, x2 also I can accommodate 50. So, each unit is equal to 5 in x1, and again in x2 also each unit is equal to 5 units. Okay. So, we need to have a scale for x1, x2 so that we can accommodate all the ranges. Now, let us go to the first constraint. So, first constraint is here x1 0, x2 50, x1 0, x2 50. x1 is 0 and x2 is 50, the topmost. Now, the second thing from the first constraint is x2 0, then x1 equal to 40. So, x1 is 40 and x2 is 0. Okay. So, this is from the first constraint. Now, at the end of the first constraint, we have plotted 2 points. So, this is the first constraint. First constraint says that 5x1 plus 4x2 less than or equal to 200. So, which means the solution will be within this region. Okay. So, first constraint, now the solution will be bound by this region. So, bound by this triangle. Now, we have constraint number 2. x1 0, x2 30 and x1 50 for x2 0. So, we have to represent that also here. So, it is x1 0, x2 30 here, x1 50, x2 0, x1 50, x2 0 here. So, once again, I need to cover these two. Points by a straight line like this. Now, this is the equation 3x1 plus 5x2 less than or equal to 150. So, if you take the constraint 1 and 2 put together, now the solution space is like this. So, this is the common area which is bound by the yellow shade. So, this is the common area which is called as a solution space if you consider only the first two constraints. Why? Because in the first two constraints, you can see you can see it is a less than or equal to symbol, which means from the line we need to look for the solution towards the origin. From the line we need to look for the solution towards the origin. So from here we need to look for the solution towards the origin. If we go down here also, we need to look for the solution towards the origin. Here also we need to look for the solution towards the origin for the second constraint as well. So now this will be the common area that satisfies both the constraint. Now we have third constraint here, x1 0, x2 25, x2 0, x1 20, x1 0, x2 25, this one, then x2 0, x1 20, this one. Again, so these are the points from third constraint. So like the previous two constraints, I need to cover these two constraints by a straight line. These two constraints by straight. I am joining a straight line. The constraint for this line goes like this: 5x1 plus 4x2 greater than or equal to 100. So keep in mind, so here we have greater than or equal to symbol. Okay. So this is different from the first two constraints. So it is greater than or equal to 100. If the constraint has greater than or equal to symbol, which means along the line we need to look for the solution away from the origin. We need to look for the solution away from the origin like this. Okay. So this is the constraint and it is greater than or equal to symbol. Therefore, we need to look for the solution away from the origin. Considering only the three constraints, now the solution space will be bound like this. So the yellow shade will be the solution space if we consider only the three constraints. But we have one more constraint. It goes like this: x1 0 for x2 20, x2 0 for x1 10. The constraint is x1 0 for x2 plus 20, x2 is 20 here, then x1 10 for x2 is 0, this one. Again, I need to cover this point by a straight line, Now the equation for this is, the equation for this line is 8x1 plus 4x2 greater than or equal to 80 here. One more greater than or equal to symbol, which means I need to look for the solution away from the origin from this line, away from the origin from this line. Okay. So I'll repeat, since it is greater than or equal to symbol like this one, along the line I need to look for the solution away from the origin. Now the solution space will be like this. Okay. Now this will be the solution space. Now this area will satisfy the constraint number 1, the constraint number 2, the constraint number 3, as well as the constraint number 4. So this area, this will satisfy, this solution space will satisfy all the four constraints. Okay. So let me shade that portion to this to differentiate this from the rest of the text. Okay. Now this is what is called as solution space. Now this area will satisfy all the constraints. If I check the first constraint, so this area is within the first constraint. Again, this area is within the second constraint. Again, this area is above this line, so satisfying the third constraint. Again, you have fourth one above this constraint. So this solution space is satisfying all the constraints. Now, I need to locate the vertices for this. And let me call this as A, this as B, this as C, D here, and E here. So the vertices for the solution spaces A, B, C, D and E. If you write the values for A will be, you can check here, A will be 20, 0. 20, 0 and B 40, 0 and C is intersection of the first two constraints. C is intersection of first two constraints. So you can see the C is the intersection of the first constraint and the second constraint. So we need to solve the constraint 1 and 2 to get the point C. So in that way, I can write to get C, I need to solve. So it is the intersection of constraint 1 and 2, or I can say equations 1 and 2. Now the value for D is, from the plot we can say it is 0, 30. 0, 30, and for the point E is, it is 0, 45. So we got A, B, D, E except C. Now we need to get C. To find the coordinates at C, now we need to solve. So we need to solve equations 1 and 2. Equation 1 and 2. So equation 1 is 5x1 plus 4x2, which amounts to 200. This is equation 1. Number 2 is 3x1 plus 5x2 equals 150. Now to solve this, what I can do is equation 1 is multiplied with 5, then subtract this with equation 2, that is multiplied with 4. So this will give like this, that is equation 1 is multiplied with 5, which amounts to 25x1 plus 20x2, which is equal to 1000. Then second equation, it is multiplied with 4. So this will be 12x1 plus 20x2 equals 600. To solve this, so I can subtract this with this, which means this will cancel. So what I will get is 25 minus 12, 13x1 equals 400. So this will give x1 as 400 by 13. x1 as 400 by 13. Now to get x2, substitute x1 in equation 1 or 2. Let me substitute in equation 1. So equation 1 is phi of x1. x1 is 400 by 13 plus 4x2 equals 200. So we need to solve this. So the equation goes like this. 4x2 equals 200 minus 5 into 4. So it will be 2000 by 13. Upon solving, I will get x2 as, answer will be 150. Answer will be 115 by 30. So the value for C is 400 by 13, comma 150 by 13. Now we need to get the value, that is value for objective function. So the objective function goes like this: max z equal to 3x1 plus 4x2. So we need to find the values at A, B, C, D, and also at E. The value for A, B, C, D goes like this. So let me write those values here. So these are the values we got from the solution space for A, B, C, D, E from the solution space, which satisfies all the values. So we have A, B, D already, and C we got the intersection of equation 1 and 2. We solved and we got it as 4 by 30 and 150 by 30. Okay. Now we need to substitute these values. It goes like this: 3 of 20 plus 4 of 0, which amounts to 60. Here 3 of 40 plus 4 of 0, which amounts to 120. Z of C, 3 of 400 by 13 plus 4 of 150 by 13. So which goes like this: LCM is 13. So what we'll get is 1200 plus 600 by 13, which amounts to 1800 by 13. Now Z of D, 3 of 0 plus 4 of 30, which amounts to 120. Z of E, 3 of 0 plus 4 of 25, which amounts to 100. Now the objective function is maximum. At A it is 60, B 120, D 120, E 100, whereas at the point C 180 by 13 it amounts to 138.46. Therefore this is the maximum one. Therefore optimal solution is Z equal to 1800 by 13 at the point C, which amounts to 400 by 13, 150 by 30. This is the optimal solution for the given LPP by graphical method, which has got multiple constraints. So less than and as well as greater than equal to symbol. So thank you for watching this video. So we'll meet again in next video with some other content. Thank you.